crawling, and even though I geared this lower, it still didn't seem like something was right. So I went back home, took a look at everything, and looked into the transmission. I noticed that it wasn't shifting from first to second gear. I wasn't getting down to first gear. So I found I had a wiring issue. So today, me and Maddie, hi Maddie, we're out on our local trail, just not very far from our house, and gonna give it a quick test run. But so far, it feels like it's working right now. It's actually geared deep enough.
So in my last video, we had taken this crawler out. I had put fresh new gears in it, 538 gears, expecting that my crawl ratio was finally back to where it was supposed to be. However, I then noticed that it wasn't shifting between first and second gear as well. So this was another issue. I ended up going back home and doing some troubleshooting. I had to get my OBD2 port hooked up so that I could pull codes off the motor. I found the transmission had a whole bunch of codes on it. So I decided to do the first is to check power to see if you have power going to the transmission. I did not have power going to the transmission harness. So once I got that fixed, I could then erase all those codes and then try it out, and it was finally shifting down to first gear.
Better.
I'm really surprised that this transmission still shifted to second, third, and fourth gears without the power being hooked up to it, which was surprising because I thought to shift at all it would need power hooked to it, but what do I know about 4L60s? There's a big difference from first gear to second gear. That's why it affected the final ratio so much. First gear on one of these transmissions is 3:1. That's why I use this transmission. Second gear is 1.6:1. This is a fun spot on the trail. The obvious line is just to go up over to the left, but I've always wanted to play around on this one a little bit more and try to make it a little bit more challenging. So what I do is I stay further to the passenger side.
So this is working so much better now. I don't even have to give it any gas through these rocks. All I gotta do is touch the brake a little bit and I can crawl right through all this. And that's what kind of gearing I was looking for on this.
This is a fun line that I like to do. Basically, the hardest line's over to the left, but since we were out there by ourselves, I just wanted to take this middle line. And this is a fun one that leans you a little bit off camber, but has a nice, good, steep climb. Emily wanted to get a little bit of seat time in this as well. So she's still a little bit small for this buggy, but she's going to grow into it just fine.
Passenger a little bit. You want to go right up that. Keep doing just a little bit. See how it's going? Got a little bit of gas. It just stays straight. You'll be alright. Low gas, brake. Slow down. There you go. You're doing good. You're doing good. A little bit. Okay, a little more. Okay, now turn driver. Okay, now low gas.
Can you see where you're going, Em?
You're almost there. Passenger a little bit. It just stays straight. You'll be alright. Low gas, brake. Slow down. There you go. You're doing good. You're doing good. A little bit. Okay, a little more.
Em?
You're almost there.
Okay. Turn driver, Em.
Okay.
Turn driver.
I think this will work out well in the
Driver,
future.
Em.
Me operating the rear steer
front.
valve and M's operating the steering wheel.
Almost there.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
There you go.